Lamont Roach, wait, cherry picked the little guy from 130.
Now everybody calling me a weight bully.
Well, you came up from 130 to 135 to fight Gervonta. And now you just going straight up. You're fighting fighting at 140 to fight Pitbull. Wasn't how you acclimate to that weight at 140? And how's it settling on you? Is it going to be a little difficult to really try to build some good strength at that weight, or you think you're going to be good?
Not necessarily. I mean, I don't know if y'all seen like some of the photos and stuff like that that been floating around now. Everybody calling me a weight bully and said I should have been moved up and all this and all that. And it helps that Pitbull is not the tallest and the biggest 142. So it's cool. 140 I'll definitely be extra strong. It's not like I still have to lose a little weight, but it's something that is calculated to how my strength training goes and how my weight cutting goes, and it's just going to play a big factor in the fight for sure, especially down the stretch if it goes down the stretch.
Okay.
Not a small guy, so 40 is not too far out of reach. Eventually, it was going to happen. It just happened a little quicker and sooner. Pitbull Cruz is a spectacle of the sport, and on top of that, he's an interim world champion. So once I beat him, I'll be in line for the world champion at 140 pound at the 140 pound limit.
So are you done with 135?
Not at all. I got unfinished business.
Yes, you do. And I want to get to that in a moment. But as far as the weight cuts were going, were they getting tougher for you? Is that why this was a move that made sense?
No. Honestly, what people don't understand is like I never struggled to make 30. So, it was your normal, have to cut weight, but it wasn't like I was killing myself to make 30. That's why I was still campaigning at 130 for so long, and to be a champion. I've been fighting 130 pounds since I was 15. I fought 132 in the amateurs. So, obviously my body is used to that weight.
What's up, TellEm gang? It's your boy 2 times, and I'm back with another boxing session. Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. I know y'all not talking about Lamont Roach, not Lamont Reaper Roach. Charges weight bully, Lamont Roach, weight bully, cherry pick the little guy from 130. The little guy from 130 who jumped to 140. The guy who tanked cherry pick, not a weight bully. He's too big for 140. You see how y'all switch it up so quick? It's crazy work. I don't get it. I just don't get it. How do y'all switch it up? You do know Lamont Roach, the same guy y'all hated in this time last year, before the fight got pushed back. Y'all said, oh, Lamont Roach, he's weak. He's nobody. He's a 130-pound fighter. Tank brings up 130-pound fighter, little guys, and he bring them up to the weight, and then he knocks them out. He did it to Leo Santa Cruz. He put a weight clause on Ryan Garcia. Bruh, I heard somebody say that Tank was the only guy in the history who got a weight clause. Somebody commented. Tank is the only guy in history who had a catch weight and a rehydration clause in the same fight. And I'm saying, are you talking about Ryan Garcia, a catch weight at 136? Ask Ryan Garcia why he didn't come in at 135. The weight limit for the welterweight the weight limit for the division 135. Lightweight, why you gotta come in 136, Ryan? When you gonna fight Devin? When you've been fighting Tank, when you've been wanting to fight Tank, you've been at 135. You could have did at 135 you could have got the belt. He needed to catch weight because he wanted to get the belt. You could have went and did the whole thing, but you didn't want to do the work. One more pound, rehydration clause. You wanted to be 146 when you go up in the ring. Come on now. Cut it out, Ryan. Cut it out. I don't like it at all. Y'all need to start picking and choosing what y'all want to say. Y'all just was saying Tank only bring up little guys to fight little guys to knock them out, so he know he can knock them out. Like Tank ain't the smallest guy at 135. Who is the smallest 135 pounder fighter? Who is the smallest 135 champion? Tank Davis. I don't get why y'all don't understand. Tank just not gonna let these guys go. But all the guys y'all said who could beat Tank, these guys are at 147 now fighting. You think that's a coinky-dink? All the guys at 147 fighting, but y'all call it Lamont Roach and Tank Davis a weight bully. No, I don't believe Lamont Roach is a weight bully at all. I don't believe Lamont Roach is a weight bully, and that's what I'm saying right now. I don't believe it. Just because he's been fighting at 130 since he was 15 does not mean nothing to me. If you can make the weight comfortably, if you never miss weight, if you know how to cut weight, then you get down to the 130. This guy's walking around 160. Now, don't get me wrong. Lamont Roach is very big for 130 pounds. He's very big, 135. He's big for 140. He big. I would say Lamont Roach probably walking around 160. 160, maybe 165. It is what it is. He got a big neck. That's why he don't get knocked out. And I think this is going to be a good fight against Pitbull. I really think this is going to be a good blockbuster fight. You know why? Because styles make fights. Style makes fights, baby. And this one be one hell of a style fight. We got a pressure fighter in Pitbull coming at Lamont Roach, who's going to be countering and who know how to counter good slipping punches and counter punches. It's going to be a good fight. Now, I'm telling you, it's going to look exactly like the Tank versus Pitbull fight. But the thing is, I think Tank is a better fighter than Lamont. No shade on Lamont. I like Lamont, and I'm rooting for Lamont in this fight. I told everybody that Lamont Roach was not a pushover. I told everybody that Tank was not finna knock Lamont Roach out. Go watch my earlier videos from around January this year, early February before the fight. I said, like, Lamont Roach is not a pushover. Y'all don't know this guy. Y'all talking about Jamel Herring, but every fight he lost, he got a draw before. He lost before Jamel Herring. That was a close fight. That fight could have been a draw. Lamont Roach had a lot going on during that fight. His trainer, his uncle cousin just died before the fight, during the camp. He go to camp. He got to go through that. It's different in the corner. It's just a lot went on. That fight was at like a Navy base. It was like a Navy Army kind of setup thing. It was set for Jamel, the champion, to win. Lamont Roach wasn't nobody. So they was going to give it to the champion. It's like, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Lamont Roach really didn't lose none of these fights he lost. The draw he was in, that was them. He won that fight. The draw he was in with Orlando Cruz, I don't know. Y'all don't even know who Orlando Cruz is. The last Cruz he fought, it was a draw. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if this Cruz give him a draw too. The last Cruz he fought, he went to a draw. And I would tell you this, I think he won that fight. Lamont dropped him. He dropped him. They did not call a knockdown. He hurt him. It was a clear hurt. He didn't call him. Orlando went into his little fight or fight mode, and he just danced around and got back in the fight, and then he lasted the last few rounds. They didn't call a knockout, but that fight was in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rican judges. He was in his hometown, just like he finna go to San Antonio and be in his hometown. Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz is way more skilled than Orlando Brown. Pitbull Cruz is more, I wouldn't say more skilled than Hector Garcia, because Hector Garcia is not bad. But I think that Lamont was just too much advanced, too much game for Hector Garcia. But that was a good fight too. That wasn't a horrible fight. Lamont just kind of overworked. Lamont did more work than him, but Tank overworked Hector. See what I'm saying? It's a difference. So honestly, I just feel like Tank is a slightly better fighter. So I don't know how good this fight gonna be. Like, I mean, I know it's gonna be a good fight, but I don't know how good Lamont's gonna do in this fight just off of that. Just off the simple fact that this like Lamont is okay. Lamont likes to counter, but he likes to move forward and counter. He like to inch forward. See, Pitbull's gonna be pressuring him to hold. He's not gonna wait for Lamont to make his move. He's gonna be just throwing punches. It's kind of gonna look like Zepeda and Shakur, but it's gonna look more like Pitbull and Tank because Lamont Roach and Pitbull is damn near the same fucking fighter. It's just, I mean, Lamont Roach and Tank is damn near the same fighter. Then in the same fighter is just, I feel like Lamont Roach, I feel like Tank just got a lot more skills in his bag as far as fight on the back foot. I think that Tank didn't get up for that fight and he didn't take it as serious as he should have took it. He knew it was something, but I think he thought he was going to do the same old things. He was going to beat Lamont. Guys like Lamont is in the gym working daily. Now, Lamont is at the big stage. Now, y'all think this is a weight bully fight? It's just no. Lamont he at that stage to where his name ring bells and he got to go for those fights. And now he's starting to see how the game it ain't about. Oh, he want to fight me. Carmel Bolton calling me out. His name ain't big enough. Or this little guy at 130, his name ain't big enough. He got to go for the big names. Pitbull, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis. He got to go for those type of names. Why? Because he's a bigger name in the sport now after getting his draw to Tank. That draw ain't did nothing but put a lot of money in his pockets. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. That draw did a lot for him. It could have hurt him and it could have helped him. I think the draw helped him out a lot. I feel like, hey, man, go build your name. Build your name, gang. You become your own fighter. So when that fight come around, you got your own stock to bring to the table, and that fight is worth more. Before, nobody wanted to see the fight. I had people literally commenting, I'm not watching this fight. Garbage boxing. What? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you say that on my comment, it just let me know how much of a casual, how much of unsupportive you are, because only American fans do that. I'm not trying to throw no shade to my American people, my niggas and all that, but only niggas and American fans do that. Y'all not even doing your homework. Lamont Roach is a great fighter. He fought many pay-per-views. This was his second time headline pay-per-view. He was on a pay-per-view with Andre, with Boo Boo Andre Benavidez. He fought I want to say he fought that might have been a fight he fought Orlando Cruz on. That might have been, I don't know if that was a fight. That might have been a fight he fought Garcia on. But you gotta think, in 1 year, this man went from 130 to one champion at 130. He went to 135, always became champion. Now he went to 140. So technically, he moving like a pound for pound dog. He trying to get in that pound for pound. If he beat Cruz, he's number one in line for that world title at 140. So now you got to go fight Gary Russell, and I honestly got him beating Gary Russell. You know, Gary Anton. I think for some reason I feel like he can edge that one out off experience and off of, I don't know, but it just be like at that level, once you're acclimated to the weight, that's when the weight matters. I feel like Pitbull don't have enough tools in his bag. He's pressure, and he a pit bull. You can't hurt him. So it's a little different in a fight. He's not the biggest 140 pounder, stuff like that. So I think that makes a big deal. I think that makes a big deal. I don't get why Pitbull didn't want to fight Gary Anton Russell, because Gary Russell probably will stop him. Him and El Rayo, Gary Anton El Rayo, he beat El Rayo. El Rayo beat Pitbull. But the thing is about that fight, you could say you could outbox Pitbull like Giovanni Cabrera did until he got stopped. Giovanni from Chicago, I know him. We got El Rayo was bigger, longer. He was more ranger. He was able to step out of it. I mean, to be honest with you, Rolly got hit. What that first round and second round, he got hit. But once he was clinching up a lot, Rolly was using that clinch to his advantage. So it's ways you can stop Pitbull, but I think Pitbull understands this fight that he's in with Lamont, and I think he knows pressure. Pitbull bringing the pressure. Just know he bringing the pressure, and just know he ain't gonna stop. So the whole weight bully thing, I'm calling cap on a weight bully. I don't call Lamont Roach a weight bully. He never missed weight. He never been off weight. He just became champion at 130. He been fighting at 130 his whole life. He say even since the amateurs 15, he almost 30 years old. So I do find a little problem in there. You need to start moving up. Even Tank moved up. I feel like Tank is more of a 130 pounder than you are a 130 pounder. So that's just me. I get what y'all saying, but that's not boxing. If you can make the weight comfortably, you can make the weight. He never said he had a problem. He said he never had a problem making a weight. It is what it is. He never struggled to make a weight. You can't say he a weight bully. I don't think it at all. If you look at his training photos, he looked big, but if you look at the video, when I asked if he looked drained, do he look drained to you? Oh, he looked a little smaller. Neck looks small and everything, but that's the art of boxing. He gonna swill back up on fight day. The fight day he gonna be like 155, 160 in there. I bet you he'd be like 155 in that motherfucker on fight night. So that's the beauty of the fight game. Is how you feel your frame back out after you rehydrate, how you looking. So hey, I don't know. I don't think he's a weight bully. I'm not gonna put that smut on his name. I'm not gonna bash Lamont. I do think Tank beat Lamont, or it was a clear draw. If I was to be a judge, I would have favored Tank in that fight, or I would have favored the draw. I would not have gave it to Tank. I wouldn't have gave it to Lamont off of what's the word? I wouldn't have gave it to Lamont off of the fact that he didn't do enough to take it from the champion. That's a problem with Lamont, and it's gonna be a problem with this Pitbull fight. Lamont has to do more than enough to beat a guy like Pitbull Cruz, just like with Orlando Cruz. That's how he got a draw, because he didn't do enough to win that fight. He lost the fight against Jamel Herring because he didn't do enough to win that fight. He might have lost one of those last 2 rounds, but he didn't do enough to solidify the win. You gotta beat the champion 8-4 to really win. You gotta do an 8-4, because if you do a 7-5, when you look at the cards, it's gonna say 7-5 the other way. See what I'm saying? You gotta be 8-4 so it can say 8-4 on the cards when you get done. 9-3. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Like Terrence Crawford do it. You can't just edge out a win and think you're gonna win. Now, Puello and Matias, that fight, that was I don't think Matias won. I think Puello won that fight, but hey, you can say what you want to say about it. I'm not gonna hey, I'm all down for Lamont Roach beating Pitbull. I think he's gonna take more of the harder competition at this fight. Pitbull just fighting whoever at this point. He kind of on a decline, if you ask me. That pressure style of fighting don't last long. You don't get to do that for years and years and years, taking all them punches. You don't get to do that. I'm not saying he's gonna be done no time soon. I give him 5-10 more years, but he's gonna be like the Stephen Stone guy, like a Gamboa. You see what I'm saying? Like at least he was champion before. So it is what it is. Everybody became champion before after fighting Tank. We got all the people that Tank fight, they go off and do great things. So you can't say these guys are bum, but everybody say this bum. I don't get boxing, and I see why Tank is trying to lead boxing, bro. Y'all keep on saying the same shit. Tank don't ever fight nobody. Everybody, he don't get no Tank for fighting. He don't get no credit for fighting Pitbull. I heard somebody, oh, we didn't ask for Pitbull. We didn't ask for Rolly. We didn't ask for Frank. We didn't ask for Ryan. Y'all did ask for Ryan. He was one of the fucking kids. Talking about the kids. He was one of the fucking kings. Y'all asked for Ryan Garcia. Y'all asked for that fight. We got the fight. What are you talking about? Why y'all gonna say I don't want it now? All these people, there's these people trying to fight. Keyshawn was trying to fight Frank Martin. Shakur was trying to fight Frank Martin. Tank fought Frank Martin. Best move for Frank Martin. He was a big enough to name for all y'all to fight, but now it's not a big enough name for Tank to do it. But it's okay for you to do it, but it's not good enough for Tank to do it. When Tank beat him, they nobody. But when y'all beat him, y'all get credit for it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Y'all, I won't get it. I won't get it. I mean, hey, it is what it is. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but I just won't get it. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like y'all all try to paint a new narrative. Every fight, every problem, y'all trying to paint a new narrative. I'm not gonna let y'all keep doing it. I'm not gonna let y'all keep doing it because it's just weird, bro. It's just weird. I watch y'all bash me and call me a Tank Glazer for 2-3 months as I reported on Tank and Roach, and I'm trying to get y'all to understand that Roach ain't no pushover. Y'all gonna be surprised. Roach probably don't get knocked out. I mean, I was kind of thinking I was scared I was wrong because I'm like, man, Tank is the bad boy. He might knock Roach ass out. And if you go look at that fight, Tank hit Roach with a couple things. He hurt him a couple times. If you ask me, y'all not gonna say it because, of course, a lot of people gonna hate on Tank, but that man was doing work, and that was a good fucking fight, bro. That's why we still talking about it to this day. That's why if you go watch all these interviews, Ariel Helwani, motherfucking the fight game with Andre Ward and Andre Burton, if you go ask all them people, what is they fucking talking about? Lamont Roach and Tank. They saying, Lamont, I know you're gonna tell the ask about Tank. No, the fuck he not. That's the best question you can get because it's just everybody likes to talk about Tank because it boosts their fight skill. If you're not talking about Tank when your fight is going on, your fight ain't gonna sell. So you think Lamont Roach gonna sell out the stadium in San Antonio if he wasn't fighting Pitbull? But he gonna use that Pitbull because he gotta say like this is my ticket sales. So after this fight, you gotta go fight somebody who don't fight nobody and see if you still can bring in them same tails. So that's how that's gonna go. Who you gonna fight next, Lamont? You gotta fight a champion now. Is it gonna be Sabril Matias if he don't get stripped because you know Sabril got popped for Osterine. You know Janabek got popped for Osterine. And at some point, this Osterine, Ryan, everybody getting popped for Osterine. Maybe it's some over the counter shit, weight loss shit, maybe, or maybe not. I just feel like, why is it always a performance enhancement drug these fighters is popping for? Why is never like weed, coke, you know, like party drugs? It's always performance enhancement drugs. So when you see that, it's kind of weird. But we in a fight game. What else would they pop for if they not no fucking weed smokers? They gotta pop for performance because I think that's some over the counter supplements to lose weight. And if it is, then you will get those results. It is what it is. A lot of stuff that Devada testing and all those tests is not gonna be what you think when it's time. When you see the shit on the box and they gotta put a little bit of Osterine in it just to get it out, but they didn't put it on the label. It is what it is. You can't help it. You still getting charged for that. I don't know though. So let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that Lamont is a weight bully? Do you think that the weight bully is gonna be able to beat Pitbull Cruz? I'm trying to figure out how I see a weight bully when everybody clearly was saying that Tank bring up little guys. You can't call Lamont Roach the weight bully if Tank bring up little guys and beat on little guys with rehydration clause. He gonna knock him out, and he's a nobody. And he's a cherry pick and all this. And now 6 months later, he's the best fighter in the world. Tank is nobody. Tank need to retire. Lamont is the best 135 pounder. Come on now. Everybody switched up. Shakur switched up. Keyshawn switched up. Lamont switched up. Everybody switched up after the draw. I can see why Tank getting into it with his women and getting into it with people around him because everybody switched up on him. When a motherfucker lose or in a bad place, you see exactly who all there for you. I'm glad this happened to Tank now so he can cut these motherfuckers off of his life who ain't really there for them. So if you lose, you will see how these motherfuckers is. So yeah, fuck all that. I call cap. Lamont Roach is not no way bully in my fucking book. He just got his belt at 130. They probably finna strip his title when he fight Pitbull. He had it when he fought Tank. He still was champion. So they probably gonna strip his title when he fight Pitbull. Unless they gonna let him figure out something where he keep his belt at 130 and fight. He got a unit. I don't think that him fluctuating weights is a smart thing. I think that's very stupid, Lamont. But hey, it is what it is that you want to do. Do your thing. But I think that's very dangerous in a weight. I heard Lamont Roach fought a couple of catch weights before, 136, 140. I've heard he did this before, but I don't know which fights it is. I can't call it. I can't put no names on it. I want to say Jonathan Akendo. Is that the play? That's the person he fought at 140 something with a catch weight. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Y'all do y'all homework and let me know. I'm gonna do my homework too. I'll let y'all know next video about that. But yeah, I heard he did this before and he fluctuate weights. Is he a weight bully to y'all and y'all opinion? Because if he is, that mean y'all didn't do y'all homework before when I was talking about Tank. And Tank was trying to bring up a smaller guy to fight him who's healthy. Y'all say Tank weight drain everybody. So I'm thinking in my mind, oh, bringing up a 30-pounder to a 135 is smarter because that guy's gonna be healthy. You can't, and he don't give him a rehydration clause. He's a champion. He's black. I say he don't fight a black guy. He fight a black guy. He fought Frank. He fighting Lamont. He bringing up somebody and not down somebody. Y'all not saying shit to Keyshawn when he brought down Pedraza to knock him out. When he brought down what's the guy who Lamos, didn't he fight Lamos? Lamos had just fought Richardson Hitchison a couple months ago, a month or two before, maybe like 2 or 3 months before that. He just fought Richardson Hitchison at 140. 12-round fight, grueling fight, and then you send him to 135. That's an all weight cut fight. He was only weight cut in that fight. That's what Keyshawn and them and Top Rank was doing. They trying to play. Man, I'm telling you right now, Top Rank pad they fighters. So if Keyshawn get in there with somebody like a motherfucking Tank right now, he getting his ass knocked out because he ain't never been in no real fight. All them fights been backyard boogie fights. Yeah, you beating those guys up. You the real boxer out of the deal. It is what it is. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Is Lamont Roach a weight bully? How y'all feeling about Lamont Reaper Roach? Is he a weight bully? Or is he just playing a game of boxing? Because if you ask me, he's just playing a game of boxing. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. It's your boy 2 times TellEm, and I'm going to see y'all tomorrow.